All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to my football and sports channel. I'm Ezra. Today I'm talking about the AFC South, and I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might be kind of short. I just don't have a whole lot of thoughts about the AFC South. The AFC South hasn't changed a whole lot since Peyton Manning was running it. It's just full of teams. Now, it does have teams that you want to root for because none of them have any success. But I don't know. I just don't have a whole lot of thoughts. I think the Texans are going to repeat as division champs. I believe in C.J. Stroud. Wow, what a season! I can't believe it. I was not expecting much from C.J. Stroud because he was an Ohio State quarterback, and Ohio State quarterbacks have not translated into the NFL. And so I don't know if I was doubting him, but I didn't really expect much. And wow, I don't expect C.J. Stroud to regress at all. None of it seemed like a fluke. I believe, man. I believe. So I don't think the Texans are going to regress. I don't know in what areas they've improved. Wide receiver, dude. They got my boy Stephon Diggs. Dude, I think they're going to easily repeat as division champions because that's not a very great division. I'm really excited with that kid, man. He's not a kid, he's a man. With that guy, they're going to, dude. They're another force in the AFC, man. AFC is stacked. So I'm easily going to just pick them as repeat champions, and so they will be above the Jaguars. I'm so disappointed in the Jaguars. Look, man, you can't root against the Jaguars. It's the Jaguars. But I got to say, Trevor Lawrence is not the quarterback that we thought he was going to be. He was so good at Clemson, man. He beat the shit out of Alabama. But, he's been okay. He's been okay. And I don't think that the Jaguars should move on from Trevor Lawrence at all. See, I'm always hesitant for these teams to move on from quarterbacks who maybe haven't met expectations, but who else is out there? Tell me who you're going to get. Who are you going to draft? That's going to be a guarantee. So I like that they're sticking with Trevor Lawrence. I think, but man, he hasn't been the quarterback we thought he was going to be. I'm a little disappointed. People were expecting them to take that jump and to just really take a stranglehold of the division last year. I actually had my doubts. People loved that comeback against the Chargers, but I'm like, well, you shouldn't have been down that much to start with. See, in my opinions, great comebacks, it's mostly the team loses the game that had the lead more than the other team won the game. I will say that 99% of the time. When you have that big of a lead, you should not lose. So that didn't convince me. So I'm disappointed. I'm still rooting for the Jaguars because how can you not? I do miss their teal speckled helmets. I got to say that. So they're going to get in second. And they'll be second. And so third place, I'm picking the Colts. I think it's going to be, I don't know, man. It's kind of safe. I'm probably going to be wrong. It's too safe to kind of pick the division in the same order as they finished last year. But, I mean, dude, it's the AFC South. I mean, I don't know. What do you expect? People were bummed that Anthony Richardson, I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me, got injured, cut his rookie season short. But wasn't he considered? I think everybody's forgetting the fact that he was considered like a project quarterback anyway. He had like that raw talent like Josh Allen. And if you're going to tell if he's going to end up being like Josh Allen, that's great. But we don't know that yet. He was actually kind of considered a project anyway. So to think that they would have played better had he not got injured, I think is actually a stretch. Gardner Minshew. I don't know why. Why would you name your kid Gardner? But anyway, Gardner Minshew kept the team afloat because he's a good journeyman quarterback, veteran. We don't know what Anthony Richardson. He's excited when he knows he's exciting, but he was considered a project. So we'll see. He could prove me wrong because they may as well because they're very well head coached, very well coached. So they might jump above the Jaguars. But and so last place, I got to pick the Titans. Getting rid of oh man, now I can't think of his name. Getting rid of their head coach last year. Nobody thought that. Who thought that was a good idea? Nobody thought that. I mean, dude, you are the Tennessee Titans because you weren't able to break that ceiling, because you weren't able to go to the AFC Championship or go to the Super Bowl. You felt like it was time to move on. Like, dude, you guys are the Titans. I think you should be a little bit grateful for what you have. So, moving on from him, and I'm so sorry his name escapes me. Bad choice, because everybody considered him a very good coach that the Titans were able to get, and dumb. Will Levis as quarterback. I don't know what to think about that guy, to be quite honest. He had some flashes, but he might just be another Ryan Tannehill for all we know. We'll see about that. But I think they're gonna, just the moves they've made. It makes no sense. I don't mind them moving on from Ryan Tannehill, because he was like the ultimate low floor, mid-ceiling quarterback you're ever going to get. Ryan Tannehill, he looks like the most generic-looking white man on earth. Like, in the year 3000, when white people have disappeared and everybody's brown, if you were to go to whatever is the search bar, whatever you do to research, and you were to enter white man, like Ryan Tannehill's face, he would appear on there, just like a generic-looking, generically handsome white guy. Anyway, but that's my prognostication for the AFC South. Again, I mean, look at the AFC South. Nobody expects much from them. Texans, baby. Texans. CJ Stroud, man. I do believe a lot of people are thinking, well, hold on a second. Or I've heard, I won't say a lot of people. Somebody was like, hold on a second. We thought the same thing about the Jaguars, and they took a step back last week. Man, Texans did not end the season the way the Jaguars did. Dude, they're the team to beat, man, and they might just become a contender in the AFC, period. Competing against the Ravens, competing against the Chiefs, the Bills. I love it. So there you go. That's the AFC South 2024. Book it.